Leute, this is RuVik Education, and today we're going to be beginning with this third chapter of fifth class Deutsch und ich second book. Remember, we are learning together, growing together. We may make some mistakes, but we'll try our best to give you the best possible information we can provide. Also, go ahead and watch the previous parts because we have explained many things there, and by repeating that, many people who have already watched that might feel that their time is wasting. But yeah, we'll be repeating many of the key points. So now we'll be beginning from this little passage over here. Here, this is a Rechtsanwalt. Okay, what's a Rechtsanwalt? Rechtsanwalt is a lawyer. We had learned it on the first page right over here. And it says, Ich bin so 21 Jahre alt, that means I am 21 years old. Mein Vater ist Rechtsanwalt. That means I am 21 years old and my father is a lawyer. Ich habe keine Geschwister. Geschwister is cousin, or sometimes they also say it as a sister. That means I have no sister, no cousin sister. Ich studiere Mathematik und Geschichte. That means I study mathematics and Geschichte is stories. Okay, so now this boy is asking, und du, wie alt bist du? Hast du Geschwister? That means, and you, wie alt bist du? How old are you? Hast du Geschwister? So basically you can say, ich bin 10 Jahre alt, I'm 10 years old. For wie alt bist du? Hast du ein Geschwister? You can either say ja, ich habe Geschwister, or you can say nein, ich habe keine Geschwister. Okay? Now let us move ahead to page number 36. Hast du Geschwister? On this we'll be taking a look at a dialogue based on this topic. So Florian says, Hallo Ranbir, wie geht's? Remember, whenever you're beginning or you're talking to someone you know, you can always begin with hello because this is informal. You already know that person. Wie geht's is how are you? Informal. Okay? So whenever you're talking to your friends, always begin with this. Whenever you're writing a dialogue, begin with this. It's kind of like a fixed line. It'll help you gain marks. Okay, then Ranbir says, Danke, Prima. Weißt du, heute kommt mein Vater nach Delhi. This means danke means thank you. Now that's pretty much obvious. Prima is great. So if someone asks you wie geht's, you can either say mir geht es gut. Learn this line. Mir geht es gut. Either you can learn this fixed line. Do not say ich bin gut. That means I am good. Or you can directly say prima. Prima means great. Or you can say gut, good. Okay, because in further classes you will use mir geht es gut. That's why I'm saying to learn it. Weißt du, do you know? Heute kommt mein Vater nach Delhi. Today my father came from Delhi. Nach, we know already that without this you really cannot write about a place like when you're coming from a place. Okay, one thing I told was that with kommen in the first or second chapter, I told that with kommen we use aus. Then why are we using with kommen nach here? Because here Ranveer's father is not originating. His birthplace is not Delhi. He's just coming from one place to another place. So that is why we are using nach. For example, you are from Germany and you're coming to and you went to India for a trip and then you went back to Germany. So you'll say ich komme nach Indien. But you're belonging to Germany, right? You're just coming from India after a visit. That is why. Okay, Florian then says, gut, wo wohnt denn? Und was ist von Beruf? Then he's asking two questions after saying good. Wo wohnt denn? Where did he live then? If he went to Delhi, obviously he has to have a place to live. Then he says, und was ist von Beruf? And what is his Beruf, his profession? If you want to ask anyone's profession, you will always ask this fixed phrase, was ist von Beruf? If it were a female, then this er will simply become z and the rest of the sentence will remain same. Ranveer. Er ist Rechtsanwalt und lebt in Banaras. That means he is a lawyer and lives in Banaras. Okay, so that means they are not really talking about where he lived in Delhi, but he's talking about in general. So he lives in Banaras. Und deine Mutter, Florian is asking, and your mother? Then Ranveer says, meine Mutter ist Krankenschwester. That means she's a nurse. Ihre Schwester, Tante Madhu, is Secretarian, and her sister, Aunt Madhu, is a secretary. Krankenhaus, Krankenhaus is hospital, Schwester is sister. So many times we call nurse as sister. So that is why Krankenschwester means a hospital sister or nurse. Okay, now, wo ist ihr Büro? Where is her bureau? Is office. Herr Weller. So this is also a dialogue between two people, which is Herr Weller, Mr. Weller, and Frau Schmidt, which means Frau Miss Smith, kind of. Schmidt over here we'll say. Herr Weller says, Guten Morgen, Frau Schmidt. That means good morning, Miss Schmidt. One key difference you will see in this dialogue, was that here Florian said, Hallo Ranveer. But here he's saying Guten Morgen, Frau Schmidt. Because this is in a formal environment. They're colleagues. It's a formal environment. While here they're friends, so they can be casual about it. So Frau Schmidt says, Guten Morgen, wie geht es Ihnen? Now, one more difference here we are seeing is that wie geht es can be written in short form as wie geht es. So it's basically the same thing. Don't get confused. Wie geht es, here it's written, it actually is wie geht es dir. Okay, wie geht es dir is the whole thing. And here dear gets replaced by Ihnen. For now, you just remember that dear is a kind of you, which is in a certain case, dative case, you, which is informal, and Ihnen is a you that is formal. Okay, we learn about this in this chapter itself. Okay, Herr Willer says Gut, danke und Ihnen. They are being very formal. Okay, so good, thank you, and you. Frau Schmidt, auch gut, also good, danke. Gehen Sie zum Büro? Are you going to the bureau office? Herr Weller, ja, es ist schon Zeit. It is already time. Aber der Bus ist noch nicht da. But the bus is still not there here. Frau Schmidt, wo ist Ihr Büro? Where is your office? Herr Weller, mein Büro ist in der Schillerstraße. My office is in the Schiller Street. Ah, here is their bus. Auf Wiedersehen. Oh, and then he says, oh, here is the bus. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen is until next time or see you until next time. It's formal way of saying bye. So Frau Schmidt says, Auf Wiedersehen. See you later. So this is a formal kind of dialogue. I've explained the meaning. I'm not going into each and every sentence. Basically, if I talk about this particular part, gehen Sie zum Büro? Are you going to the bureau, which is your office? Here there's sum. You will be like, what is sum? Sum is nothing but two. Sum is nothing but two. It is made from su, which means two, and dem, which is a dative the, which we had discussed in the previous lesson. You do not need to understand this. Just understand the meaning because this is not in your course. Yeah is shown side. That means it is already shown. Actually, many people get confused between shown and shown. So the basic difference between beautiful, one is beautiful. Whenever there's two dots on O, it means beautiful, and whenever the dots are not there, it means already. Da is there, or sometimes here also you can say. Noch nicht. Noch does not really have a meaning that I can explain, but not yet. It's kind of like that. Noch einmal is also used once more, which means wo ist Ihr Büro? The name here, it is coming ditto. So you can, if you want to ask someone where their office is, you can ask that way, wo ist Ihr Büro? For example, a teacher's office would be the school. So their bureau would be school. So we'll be beginning with possessive pronoun in the next part, which is the third part. So go ahead and watch that.